go over this track I'm making with shwILLy, kind of like a down tempo melodic bass thing going on here. Let's dive right into it. All right, so for the drums, it's all stems. And what I did here, made my ghost kick right here for these. I can show you how to make ghost kicks in a other tutorial. So we got kick stem, snare stem with my ghost. And then I got my own snare that I added in here as well. That I used in my She's a 10 thing. Yeah, and then they sent me these as well. So what I like to do with the drums is we'll add some more elements onto there. So I added some more hats. Reverbed out. We got our kick and snare pattern. We got the hats that come with it. These stem hats. These ones I added right here. Just some real hi-hats to add some more vibe to it. Same thing with these. Add it all together. Sounds pretty good. And this is why you want to try to like incorporate some real drums into your actual drums that you're using, you know, because this is all digital drums, right? These hi-hats that I'm inputting and this kick and snare inputs right here. So you want to grab a sample that's going to help you out a bit more with this, like a real recording of someone doing hi-hat stuff. And then all that combined helps your stuff sound more unique. Another thing I like to do to make my stuff sound more unique is I like to add these nature hits, these Foleys. I've added these from my sample pack in the woods. You can grab these sample packs on my Patreon for like nothing. I got like a pack going with like 200 samples, 70 plus serum things for only like $10 that you can get. But with these nature sounds that we have here combined with our drums, just helps it have a little bit more. You hear that right there, you know? This helps us have some unique drums. All right, let's go to the next part. Let's go to this melody. A lot of these are samples that were sent to me. And then I just kind of got some loops and whatnot. And then I use Rift, other kind of post effects to make it more my own. So is this even in the song? This isn't even in the song. Oh, well, it was. It is in the song. It's just this is the audio recording of it. Hear it. So just samples like that, and then I'm slowly bringing it up right here to add some tension. And then similar one with this, where it's the art I found, and then I just threw a bunch of things on there. We got a riff, we got EQs, we got auto filter. Just make it sound cool, bringing it in. Rift is great. I got just like two kinds of distortions going on to this synth right here to give it this cool ethereal vibe, outer world vibe. And then I'm just toning it with this EQ, cutting it down with this. Whoops. We got these samples as well that I'm doing something very similar with. Running it through a Rift. Alternating what I do with it. Some stem sent from shwILLy. I just added a little like repeat of one of his stems here. Like the effect it did. But yeah, it's pretty much it for the melodies. You can just make good melodies by grabbing some samples and then just make sure that you make it your own. Add redux on it, warp it, beat master. Just do enough to it where at least 60% of it has changed from the original. All right. Let's see. Let's go on to the effects. This is something that I don't think a lot of people do with their songs enough. We're gonna look at these. So this is just like impacts, right? Reversing into it. They really help with the song, you know? Because if we listen to these impacts, right, on their own, it's whatever, but added to the song, it's giving it that nice breath right there that really helps with that drop. And all this is like, I have some old cymatics ones in there, some impacts. These are just all just taken from places or made myself, just reverbing out things with reverbing out a kick, EQing it. Just make sure to add some variations of your impacts in there. You see I change it up every now and then, space them out if I'm using the same one by at least like 8 or 16 bars. Just you want variation. And you want to, in this channel, make sure you're cutting off any lows that are coming through and then sidechain these things pretty heavily as well. It's okay if your kick comes through 100% on these. It's going to make your drums sound better. But yeah, make sure to add those in places where it matters, right? Right before drops. Adding some more tension maybe. At the end of the song, right before the outro. I'll do a tutorial on impacts as well. All right. Let's see. Oh, my laser shots. Yeah, I think these are fun to add. I just kind of have it echoed out with pretty sure I just use a delay and post effects. Went pretty heavy on Rift on this one. I went, yep, Rift right there. You know, FM meter, just doing some weird stuff to this sound, just making it more unique rather than just having laser sounds. We got our background vocals. These are just vocals that I usually throw into my things. Just really heavily mutilated. I think I was using like a similar Rift effect on everything, kind of how you use like the same reverb on everything to make it sound a certain way, to make it all sound like it's in the same room. Was doing that with Rift. Good to do with some effects on your instruments. But yeah, so running through all of it, we got this. We're going at like 133 BPM too, making it a little bit more down tempo. I'm pretty sure this is in D sharp minor or something like that. D minor around there is where a lot of down tempo bass artists like to put their things, the tracks. Yeah, like where this track's going. I don't know if it's fully complete yet. Might add something in this section. I really just like the down tempo vibe it has right now. And with like my mixing process, you want to make sure that everything is riding at, and I'll show you here, -6, -6. Right, we got nothing touching above -6 dB, and we want that for our mixing, so that way we got this nice room on there where we can just push things really freaking high, make it sound a lot better. If you're going at 1 right away, you can't push those things. You're gonna have a lot of distortion, a lot of just dissonance there. So I would say aim for -6. How I do that is I literally have a ceiling of -6 on my drums. You can see it's not really affecting it that much though. I just have it on there as like a safety precaution, right? I have that on my basses too. Yep. And it's just like there might be one hit that goes above that, but it's good to have that -6 on there for the mixing. So that way when I bring it to my mastering, it gets a lot better. This is a master by a master strip by Droplets. Awesome. I think he's still putting out stuff. Really cool producer. I'm pretty sure you could buy this from him. And I'll show you. So we got ceiling -6 right here. We got everything going into my master chain. Use whatever master chain you want. And when it's coming out, it's writing right here. Clipping, some soft clipping at like -1, -2, which is fine. I got a span on here to see how visually how it looks. So we want to keep in mind the highs of our lows. So that's about the peak right there. -3.3. And then let's check that for our highs as well. Yep, about -3, 32, 33, and you want those about the same right there. So that way when we bring it to our mastering, you know that -33 we can boost up together and get it right there wherever we want it. That's looking really good. See what else I can run through on this. I think that's about covers it on this track. This one will be coming out, was it April? I think May something. So I got a deadline for it. I got to finish it here pretty soon. But yeah, I'll be going over a couple more of my tracks. This one's not as in depth because I didn't really do as many MIDI things. It was more me just implying some samples and really messing with them. I did imply actually. So let's go to the bass real quick. So we got our light wub right here, and then I got this wub that I put in. We got his sample, and then mine, which is just throwing it into a sampler, messing with the key. Right? More of these samples. It's my insectoid bass. You can get all these instruments too on my Patreon. Just download like 3 a.m. or whatever project file I have on there, and these will usually be in my song project files. I reuse a lot of my instruments and then just heavily affect them. Got our girth thing right there. And what I'm doing with this is I'm putting like a rift on there. It's just messing with some things. The presets on these are amazing. You just have to just tweak things here and there a little bit. Let's go to this Mind Ray one. I really like this one. It's a dope sound. FFT. And I got a bunch of things on there to make this happen. Little Jade Cicada mini droplizer thing, customized. EQ, bringing those up. Auto filter thing, auto pan. These are all the Jade Cicada parts. And then what this is I took a delay, just duplicate these things, make it double. And then for the effects, I have it in I'm sending it to this audio, and got a saturator and a riff going, that ghost knock to replicate the other hit, making this pretty cool, juicy sound. You play them together. All right, that's a quick run through of this track I'm working on. I might get a stemmed out track here soon again, and I'll show you guys how I how I like chop this all up that we got right up here. You know, how I'm mixing up these parts. The drums stay pretty much the same, and then I just add stuff to it. But you know, chopping up these basses, how to make a collab sentence stems your own, because it's not that bad. And sometimes it's better than a project file, because if you just get the project file, you're gonna be missing VSTs, you're gonna be missing all these other things. You're just not gonna be getting that true sound because something in the program won't be there. Yeah. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to check out more, definitely check out my Patreon, where I got some more videos. And you can just download project files and a bunch of my sample packs and get a quick shortcut to getting your music a lot better. Catch you next time, guys. Peace.